Alright guys, welcome back here. We've been finishing some fur. I kind of want to explain to you how I've been, my process of preparing fur to be finished. So what'll happen is I'll thaw out a bunch of coon out of the freezer, probably before work most of the time since the garage is kind of warm. I'll lay them out before work, maybe the night before. So we'll call that night before, we'll just say what we thought about the night before. Call that day one. When I get home from work on day two, so the following night, I'll go ahead and go through all of them. They're all thawed out and I start brushing them out again. If they're dry and fluffy and I got the burrs out of them, then they go in this tote and ready to be fleshed. If there's any moisture in the fur at all, they go on the floor in front of a fan for that night, the night of day two. But that night of day two, the ones that are already fluffy and dry and in this tote, they're being fleshed. So while these ones are being fleshed here, the other ones are drying for the third night. And it works pretty well. Like these ones here, they're all ready to be fleshed out. I thawed them out yesterday. Yeah, we brushed out a lot of them this morning. They're ready to go. We got this group of coon here that they're still froze. They're ready to be, they'll be thawed out by morning. I'll space them out on the floor here in a little bit and they'll be good for tomorrow night. But tomorrow night, we're going to be going after the coon again. So, but before I get on that, you know, we've got a few furs up here hanging. I didn't get near the amount done that I wanted to, but for right now, work got busy, especially around the holidays. I put in quite a few hours, but I did what I could anyway. We still got a long ways to go with that, but anyway, the fur process coming along good. All right, it's that time. We're gonna be hitting coon again. I've had a lot of guys message me, are you done for the year? Is it over? Did you give up? No, work got busy. We had a lot of stuff going on and I was working on catching up on some fur, handling, making room. I had kind of a strategy here. You guys saw me doing a work line and we caught a few furs. We had a couple good days there, but nothing spectacular. I've exhausted my entire area going to work. I drive pretty much straight south about 40 miles to work, and you go west or east all the way up to 10 miles, all the way down to 10 miles on each side of work, and I've trapped it. I had some spots out north that I'm looking at that I could have gone to, and I've got some other pieces that I could have got to, but I decided to be patient. Instead of just flying in there, kind of not knowing where I'm going, set 10 or 12 locations and keep trying to do that for work. These last 3 weeks I've been working on fur, been working a lot, but I've just kind of real gradually been scouting, mapping some stuff out. It looks like we're gonna have a really good line coming up. I think I won't be able to get it all out in one day, I don't think, but it's gonna be long. Another thing is too, I have a good friend of mine that is helping me out on this late season trap line. He's not trapping coon this year, and he's got some really good ground line that he always maps out, but since he's not trapping anything this year, he invited me to come up there and he's going to take me along his whole line. It sounds like we're going to have quite a few locations. On some of the pictures he sent me, I'm pumped up, I'm amped up for it. It looks good. Plus the stuff that I've got lined up and scouted, you know, I could have gone to work and set this little piece here, you know, just kind of nickel and dime it and be back here every night, worn out, exhausted. But instead I was patient, I was waiting, trying to get everything all wrapped up together and then hit it all at once if I take some more time off work. My plan was the 15th. Luckily, some circumstances allowed me to get out there. We're going out tomorrow. I'm driving right to my buddy's house, gonna be there about 7:15, 7:30 in the morning. We're gonna be setting his whole piece the following day on Wednesday, because he says it'll take probably all day to set, which I'm hoping so. That means there's a lot of sign. The following day, I'm gonna set my route to his place, because he's about an hour from me, so he's out there. I'm gonna set my whole piece going to it, check it, and then set another piece back the other way. It's gonna be a big route. I'm looking at probably 150, maybe 200 miles. It's gonna be definitely cover some ground. But like I said, I try to condense it, not really condense it, but just wait until I had everything lined up, all the pieces of the puzzle ready, and now we're gonna hit it all at once. My little work lines, I love them, they work good, but I'm going that direction so I can go ahead and forward to set a few pieces here and there, and you know, a mile over, come through the next week and set that. I'm headed north a long ways away right now. I can't hit one piece here and then expect to jump over another mile and weeks later to come, because I'm not going that direction at all. I want to get everything scouted out, mapped out, combine it, and just set it the way it should be set. A lot of the times, they call it kind of cold rolling, going into a new area where you don't know what's there. A lot of stuff gets missed, and I'm just as guilty of that as anybody. If I go into a new area and I'm not familiar with it, you know, you guys saw how my line was pretty condensed, lots of stops, real quick locations. That cold rolling, you're missing a lot of stuff because you're trying to cover a lot of ground. When I was doing that, which I still do some, you know, I might go 3, 4, 5 miles sometimes between stops. I might get 2 or 3 stops in a mile, and then I'm going a long ways again. And I don't like that. And if I'm going a mile, I want at least 5 stops in that mile. Yeah, I might have a mile gap here or there, but I want a lot of locations within that mile. Condense, set heavy. That's kind of my whole philosophy. You know, and like I said, up there where I'm getting ready to head, I could have done pieces and pieces, but I just waited. We're going to combine it all into one route. We're going for broke. This is pretty much going to be my last of the trapping. I might try to find something on the way to work again after this, but you know, tomorrow is Tuesday the 12th, I think. Yeah, because yesterday's last day of deer season. But tomorrow's the 12th. I'm off until the following Monday. So we're going to have, no, the following Tuesday. So we're going to have 8 or 9 days here to try to hit 200 coon. So we're going to need to be in the 25 to 30-ish, probably at least. Don't judge my math again there, but you know, we're looking for big days. We're going to have to hit it if we're going to hit 1,000. So like I said, I'm excited. My buddy's helping me out, which is a huge factor. I normally am pretty stubborn and I don't like help, but I know I'm not going to hit this 1,000 without his assistance and the ground that he's got for me. And then with me adding my other pieces that I've kind of reserved for this late season and waiting for the chance to hit it hard, I think we're going to do it. So I've been seeing a lot of sign. It looks good, and I'm rested up. I feel good again. You know, several days I had several people message me and say, "Oh, you sound tired. You sound exhausted." Hell yeah, I was. Some of those mornings, you know, we're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, then going straight to work, then working 7 to 6, coming home, trying to skin, or most times just throw stuff in the freezer, but still not going to bed for 9:30, 10 o'clock, back up at 3. Makes for some long days, but I'm off work for this venture, so I'm hoping we get it. Thanks for sticking with me. The page is growing awesome. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all the support I'm getting. It's gonna be a fun adventure. So this is late season at its finest. There's gonna be a lot of melting snow, which makes things slick, which makes things pretty comical but pretty hazardous at the same time. Also, we're gonna be going after a wide variety of stuff. I've got some open water where I've got some otter sign on. There's still snow, so I'm gonna find those canine trails going through the snow where they're crossing at. If I got some open water, some deep enough areas, we're going after muskrats again. This is kind of everything. A mixed line, but we're gonna hit our 1,000 coon and we're going for broke. I mean, this is it. This is our final push. It's been an adventure, guys. It really has. This filming really took off on me. I didn't know where to expect it to go, but it's been a fun year, been a fun journey, and hopefully we can finish strong. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna go start dinner. Wife and kids are gonna be home pretty soon, but I'll be filming tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. So thanks, guys.